This next cat that we have for you is Shadow, and I refer to her as Henry's doppelganger. When she first came to the shelter, she was a couple cages down from that guy, and I thought I had to do a double take because I thought they'd moved him, but he was still in his same spot, and she's just a new addition. She is 7 years old, so she is a senior cat. She would go home for that $20 off. She's a little overweight herself, so she need to be watching her food and making sure that she's not overeating. We want to get her slimmed down to that healthy weight so she'll continue to have a long, happy, full life. She was previously owned. Unfortunately, her owners were no longer able to care for her, so they brought her here to us. She's a little bit shy, as we've seen here today. She didn't necessarily want to come out of her cage to visit with us today. She just kind of is more reserved, but she is definitely loving when people stop by and visit her in her cage. The shelter is a very stressful environment. She's housed in the very front cage, so a lot of people are walking by her all day. So she just needs to kind of warm up to you. And that's something that you're going to need to take into consideration if you're adding her to your home. She's going to take a while to warm up in her new environment. We always recommend that you put them in a smaller room for about 10 days to let them get used to that space before letting them have full run of your home, because it is a little overwhelming for them. We don't want you to have to deal with your new cat hiding under your couch for days and you're not able to get them out. When you put them in that small room, it makes that transition easier for them, and it makes it easier for you to obtain them and for them to get comfortable with you and bond. So that whole process of adding them to your family is going to go much smoother if you just kind of give them that 10 days in that smaller room to adjust. But this is Shadow, and she's going to make somebody a great pet if they're willing to put that time in for her. She would probably do well in any home, but since she is a little shy, a quieter home might be helpful for her in her transition. As she is a little older, she's definitely more mellow. And unfortunately, because we have so many kittens in the shelter right now, these older guys like Shadow and Wilma kind of get overlooked. They are, past all of that crazy curtain climbing, scratching type of behavior, and they just kind of want to hang out and be mellow and chill with you. So if that's what you're looking for, you want to bypass all of the training that's required of a kitten, all of that really high energy, then stop by and visit with some of the many adult cats that we have available here at the shelter.